Hello, guys. I know lighting is bad in my house. I am sorry about that. So I went shopping at the mall today, Bath and Body Works. I like the London Mall, but I've learned I like Berkshire better. They have the store Aeropostale, which is like where I would probably buy all my clothes if I could. So I got, we needed more soap for the downstairs bathroom. This is Cozy Vanilla Almond. I I love vanilla scent, and I can't get all the way open to show you how I really feel about this smell, but this is a good smell. Hello, whoever is watching. This is Kiki time. So this is Cozy Vanilla Almond Gentle and Clean Foaming Hand Soap. So, and actually, I can smell it a little bit. It smells actually really good. And I got a little hand sanitizer. This was actually pineapple mango. I love pineapple. I love mango. I've noticed something with their hand sanitizer, and this isn't against Bath and Body Works. I noticed a lot of their hand sanitizers smell alike. Like this smells like Japanese blossom to me. But it's still really good. They had a sale on their candles. So I got 2 candles, which probably would have cost me like $50. Costing almost like nothing. But this one was 75% off. And this is Pure Wonder scent. I wanted to get something, and this one was 75% off, so it was like $4. And this was the last one of the small ones they had of this scent. And the big one, which would have been like $45, was 50% off. And it was the last one of Pure Wonder too. And they actually both are the same amount of burn time. Like the 3-wick and the 1-wick, same burn time for both of them. So I want to say with jasmine in it because I have had really bad anxiety lately, and I've noticed that jasmine actually scents calm me. And they're like, oh, well, why don't have you ever tried eucalyptus? Guys, I am actually allergic to eucalyptus, so I try to stay away from it. This smells so good. I wish you could smell it. It smells really good. I don't usually get their foaming, but I couldn't find any of the other soaps. So there was body wash. I couldn't find any of the other hand soaps. So I got the foaming hand soap, which is amazing. I'm sure this will start to smell good after a while. But these candles, oh my gosh. I wish I could have you guys smell them. This candle smells so good. I wish I could just smell it. It smells so good. So today I promise, today is mine and David's 9th anniversary. We've known each other 9 years. Today is the day that we actually officially met in person. So here is this is our love story, I guess you'd say. I had been dating my ex-fiance for about 6 months. We'd been engaged unofficially 2 months out of that 6 months. And we broke up about 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. And I was on Christian for free dating.com, and I was on Plenty of Fish. I was only on the free websites, and I was just looking, for a boyfriend. I had tried, the dating scene. My ex-fiance was actually my high school sweetheart. And so I was just like looking for someone to spend my life with. And I was talking to someone who liked NASCAR. And my parents are very big into NASCAR. My mom is deceased, but my dad is still pretty into NASCAR. And we were talking, and I had said on my profile, if you're pro-choice, don't message me. If you're for premarital sex, don't message me. And while I was talking to this guy who liked NASCAR, his username was NASCAR, which is kind of cool for me. He didn't like my driver all that much, and I didn't like his driver all that much, but it was fine. He liked Kurt Busch. I didn't like Kurt Busch. He didn't like Denny Hamlin, and I liked Denny Hamlin. But we were talking, and I get this message from David saying pro-choice is so sad. And I was like, I just messaged him back, yeah, it is. I wasn't really thinking that was going to announce anything, because I was talking to this other guy and we had decided to exchange email addresses. And once we did, I never heard from him again. So I started talking to David, and I started looking at his pictures, and when my mom came home from work, I was like, Mom, can you go upstairs and look at this guy who messaged me today? She said, did you message him? I said, no, that other guy, we exchanged email addresses, but he never emailed me back. I said, so I started talking to this guy, and he's pretty cute. And my mom's first words about him was, he looks zany, was her exact word that she used to describe him. 2 weeks after we started talking, he asked me out. And I said, is it okay if my parents come with? And he said yes. And afterwards, he gave me a big hug when we first met. We met at Country Fair Restaurant in Myerstown. And he brought this big expedition. I was literally crawling up to get inside it. It was decided by my dad mainly. That David would drive me home to their house, and we just talked and talked and talked and talked. And I finally said, okay, because before we even had our first date, he's like, am I going to get a second date? I said, I'll let you know after we have our first date. And so after that first date, we were just talking in the kitchen. I said, you know what? I might as well tell you right now, you're getting a second date. A second date turned into me meeting his parents. Me and his parents turned into me meeting his brothers. And me and his brothers turned into me and his oldest brother. And that turned into me and his oldest brother's kids. And that turned into being engaged 6 months to the day after we met. Guys. And then 6 months to the day after we got married, after we started seeing each other, we got engaged. A year, 1 year, and a month later, I think it was, we got engaged in August. Yeah. I don't know why I was thinking we got engaged in June. We didn't. Our second engagement was in August. I don't count the first one because it didn't stick. Our second engagement was in August, and 1 year and a month from that August engagement, which was our second engagement, which is the one I count, because the first one didn't stick. We got into a big fight, and we called off the engagement. Well, I called off the engagement, and I said to him, I said, you know you're going to have to re-propose to me, right? He's like, yeah. So a year and a month after our engagement that stuck, the August one, not the June one, the August one, we got married September 10th, 2016. And here we are, married 7 years almost 7.5 years. I'll say 7.5 years. And today we're celebrating 9 years of knowing each other. And guys, I just have to say, if you're single and you're out there and you're listening to this broadcast, there is hope. After my ex-fiance left me, I didn't think I was ever going to find another man who loved me. And my ex-fiance sometimes verbally abused me. He would say, "You're drop dead gorgeous, but..." If someone is drop dead gorgeous, there is no but. There is not. I'm just talking about these that had staining on them. They don't have staining on them anymore. And I hope one day I can show him that. Like, hey, see? I love you all so much. I thank you so much for being a part of the Kiki Time family. So remember, I love you, God loves you, and God made you special.